All right, we're gonna go over some really easy food swaps that we could do. The first one I've put together is a taco or burrito type thing. The second one I've put together is a peanut butter and jam on toast example. And then the third one is just a difference between various types of Greek yogurt. The goal of this is to show you how big of a difference you can make just by adjusting a couple things. You could save hundreds of calories and use that towards either increasing your volume of food or reducing your activity to help manage fatigue. So in this first example, we have a pretty basic taco. This would be something with almost zero swaps. I forgot to add in here maybe beans and rice, which would make it even higher calorie. But what we got is lettuce, tomato, salsa, sour cream, cheese, beef, and that comes out to 762 calories, 41 grams of protein. We're not going to worry too much about carbs and fats because we'll see that those get adjusted, but I'll have it on the screen here. Just with a couple swaps, we could save about 200 calories. These swaps will actually not take away any volume or making you feel full. These will actually make you feel more full because they'll increase the amount of protein. So what we did is we swapped out the cheddar for light cheddar. We swapped out the sour cream for 0% Greek yogurt. I know it sounds funny, but just try it. You will never go back. There is zero reason for me to use sour cream in anything these days. I always use Greek yogurt. And then aiming for a lean cut of ground beef. By doing this, we added 10 grams of protein and we saved 200 calories. Just by doing these swaps, we actually reduce the calories and increase the protein naturally without adding more volume of beef or cheese or yogurt. This is just gram for gram, beef for beef, yogurt for sour cream, cheese for cheese. If we want to go even further and save more calories, what we could do is get rid of that tortilla, make it into a salad, add some lettuce, and we will have reduced the calories by half the amount just by getting rid of the carbs and choosing some lower fat options. Our second example is just peanut butter and jam on toast. We got 2 slices of bread, 2 tablespoons of peanut butter, and a tablespoon of jam. That comes out to 620 calories with only 18 grams of protein. Just by doing a couple simple swaps, going for sugar-free jam and using my recipe of peanut butter, which is just powdered peanut butter and some type of peanut butter protein mixed with a little bit of water, you will not notice the difference. And honestly, I prefer it way more. I prefer the taste. This gave us an extra 6 grams of protein and cut our calories in half. If you want to go even further, which I do these often, substitute the bread for rice cakes. It sounds silly, but you get that same crunchy texture, and I actually prefer these over having toast now. And you could have 4 of these for the same amount of calories as just having 2 pieces of toast with regular peanut butter and regular jam. And finally, we have our last example, a super simple example, just comparing different types of Greek yogurt. So on the top, we have a full fat 9% crema Greek yogurt. All these are 200 grams. And that comes in at 340 calories and only 8 grams of protein. Just by making the switch to a 0% vanilla, this would still have sugar in it. That already doubles our protein and cuts the calories in half. But what I like to do is I actually go for the 0% plain and then I'll add a sugar-free vanilla, or I'll just do regular sugar-free maple syrup and it's delicious. We will have cut the calories by 2/3 and added 11 grams of protein. These are just a couple examples of easy swaps you can make to add more protein, more volume, keep you satiated, and retain that hard-earned muscle that we'll be building in the gym. You could use these strategies to create your own meals. Just go for the lower fat cuts of meat. If you want extra fats, you can add in avocado. You could add in some healthy fats. You could even go for regular peanut butter, but these are just ways you can adjust your own meals. And when it comes to sweet things, I often just go for the sugar-free alternative. They come with some type of sweetener. It tastes exactly the same and you're not getting sugar. I know a lot of people don't like artificial sweeteners, but there is lots of science to back up that they are perfectly fine. I've been having copious amounts of artificial sweeteners over the last 5 years, and my health markers are great. And we could reduce the amount of sugar that we are intaking on a daily basis. We're not demonizing sugar, there's a place for it, especially around training or high intensity activity. But if we can have the same taste without the negative effects of sugar, the glucose spikes, the brain fog, the extra calories, then let's save that and go for the sugar free options. These are just a couple tips to help you get going and a couple examples. I hope this helped.